What's up, guys? It's your boy, and this is if you're new here, basically what I do is I'm replaying Skyrim because it's one of my favorite games, and basically restarting the whole storyline, which is, going off of what I'm doing, telling you my whole storyline. So, yeah. So this is how I got my abs, or why I have abs. I don't know what I put the title. But so I mean, all right. Let's go to the very beginning. When I was a kid, I was put in a lot of sports, like forcefully, cause if you know me, if you knew me as a kid, you would know that I did not like sports. Like, I wanted to be, like, when I was a kid, I was really nerdy. So, like, I was into books and stuff like that. But they kept putting me in sports, and I never understood why, because I never liked sports. So, yada, 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 blah, blah, blah. I'm in sports, and then I go see my dad every summer. So, I go see my dad. Well, I go see my dad every summer, but I stay with my grandparents because I would like to stay with my grandparents. Now, if there's one thing that I have to applaud him for, is for his dedication. Let's just say that. Cause see, I was emotionally and physically abused as a kid and as a preteen. Actually, even as a teenager. It was only till I was 16 when I stopped getting emotionally and physically abused. But when I was a kid, my dad was a meathead. No, like, you know how like people be like meatheads because they like to work out or whatever. But I feel like meathead be like, you're not smart or whatever. He was smart because he has a degree in biochemistry, right? He has a college degree in biochemistry. I don't know how many years of college he took or whatever. I just know he has a degree in that. But he likes to work out. You feel me? And there is one thing I do remember when I was a kid. Him saying, "No son of mine is gonna be a punk ASSNIGGA." But in other words, he didn't want me to be gay because he is very homophobic. Now, I did not show any signs of being gay, but I remember one day I told him I wanted to grow up and do hair. Like, I wanted to style hair, and I wanted to style hair, and I wanted to go into fashion. I had this notebook where I would draw up clothing ideas to put together, and I showed it to him because that was my interest. And he was like, "So you trying to be gay now? So you gay?" I'm like, "What? How does that make me gay?" He was like, "Only FAGGOTS does that type of stuff. And no son of mine is going to be a FAGGOT. So, you've been called lacking. Go ahead and neck yourself and like and subscribe." So instead of, supporting me like a father's supposed to, he put me through a lot of emotional abuse, which made me believe that I'm not supposed to do any of that stuff, which is why I said the sports thing in the beginning. Then I started to actually like playing the sports. And then when I started to come over in summertime, he'll be like, well, you need to get your body fit for sports. So we will work out every day. Now, I already told y'all I don't like sports. I'm only doing this because, like I said, put me through so much emotional abuse that I felt like I had to do it. But anyways, so he made me do, okay, so I think I was 6 when the first time I got physically abused, and y'all probably like, oh, you're over dramatic. And if I tell you what really happened, like, I'm only going to tell y'all partially what happened. If I tell y'all what happened, I can see a 911 call coming up. Like, no. So, we're not going to tell the whole story because we don't do that. We don't do that around here. But anyways, so I think it was when I was 6. He would make me do 100 push-ups a day, 100 sit-ups a day, and run on the treadmill. And the speed was at 10. I think I had to run like a mile. Maybe I had to run like... No, actually, the speed was on 10. And he would make me run 5 miles. And every mile, it would go down 1. And I think I was supposed to run like 10 miles or something like that. I don't know. All I know is every time you mess up, this is how his mentality works. Every time you mess up, you start all over from the beginning. Everything. You start all over on everything. I do a push-up. I don't go down all the way. Don't matter if I'm at 99. Now you're at 1. And that used to make me so mad. Because, like, I'm 6. I am a child. I can't do these workouts that you do on a daily basis. I'm sitting there crying and sweating. And he's sitting there punching me because I'm not doing it right. So I get up, I say I'm not doing it. And then he gets to scrapping. For what though? Like, why? That's where a lot of the abuse comes in. You feel me? Not going to continue on the abuse story. We're going to continue on the app story because that's what you're here for. So, after summer is 3 months. So imagine every day, 3 months doing the same thing, same workout with the same person. It's going to keep hitting you in the same way. You start to want to kill yourself at some point, right? I know I did, but that's not the point. So, that happens. I get back home in Virginia, right? Now I'm back home, and got a little app structure, whatever. And my grandma's like, let's start a workout website for kids, all right? And, I got the body for it, not because I want to, but because I was forced to. So, I had a nice little, I had a nice body. Let's just say that. Pause. Okay, so during that, I would have to do more sit-ups because on the website, it's like, it's workout tutorials. So I'm showing people how I got this type of body, with subtracting the abuse part. 100 sit-ups a day, 100 push-ups a day, and running miles. Mind you, I was 6. As the years went on, I stopped working out. No, when I went to Virginia, I stopped working out. When I went to Georgia, well, you already know. So, imagine doing that from 6 to 9 years old. From 9 years old is when I had rock hard abs. So, from 9 years old to 12 years old. To 12 years old, I had like, I want to say a 10 pack. I think it was an 8 pack, and I just had like 2 little muscles like at the top of the 8 pack, but that still counts, right? So 10. So for the longest, I had rock hard abs, and then when I turned 14, that's when I started working out on my own. Because I try to fight my dad sometimes, but I'll never win. That he's just too strong. So I started working out on my own, getting my own workout. But when you're trained to do something a certain way, that's how you're gonna do it. So I would run the miles, I would do the push-ups, I would do the sit-ups, all that, blah, blah, blah. Make my own workout, just like that. I was conditioned, just without the abuse. So how I got my abs? Through hard work, dedication, and abuse. Basically. But it all worked out because I got abs. So, like I said, there's one thing that came good out of that, because you always got to look at the good and the bad. The good within the bad. The good was I got abs and muscles out of that harsh situation. So, at the end of the day, thank you. I appreciate what you have done. Not in the literal sense, but I appreciate what it has made me. And yeah.